All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the critical juncture, the eve of the end of my One Piece series. So let's go ahead and get started and stop beating around the bush, shall we? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome to an early reading of the continuation of my One Piece volume read-through series. Today, oh, that's why I heard it. I didn't fully close my door. I didn't fully close my door, and Denim is being very vocal, even though he's already been outside, so he's fine. But today we are going to be reading Volume 81, and it's like I'm done with my series tomorrow. I'm officially done with my series. Oh, voice is out of sync. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to set it back when I was done playing Cyberpunk. It was late at night when I finished, so I completely forgot. Of course I would forget. See, this is the reason why I gotta stop trying to have streams late at night. And I'm sleepy around the time when I get done. Because then that thought doesn't come into my head. We gotta do this again. We gotta do it from the beginning. We gotta do it fresh. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome to the eve, the second to last stream for my One Piece volume reading series. Today we're going to be reading volume 81 of the series, titled "Let's Go See the Cat Viper." Now, mind you, we call these individuals by different names, by their Japanese names, but we'll get into it once we begin. But as Kohagen says, we have 10 chapters today, and the reason why I'm starting early is because Atlas Fallen drops today, and I want to test that game out. So I gotta go and pick up my copy once I'm done, because I like to have the physical version of games. And then I'll set the stream up for Atlas Fallen later today. But for right now, I'm doing this early so that way I can actually have more than enough time to test out Atlas Fallen, instead of it being later in the day. But like I said, Kohagen says we have about 10 chapters. So let's begin! The Story of One Piece, Volume 81. After 2 years of hard training, the Straw Hat Pirates are back together. First at the Sabaody Archipelago, and then through Fishman Island to their next stage, the New World. The crew happens across Trafalgar Law on the island of Punk Hazard. At his suggestion, they form a new pirate alliance that seeks to take down one of the 4 emperors. In my head, instantly while I was speaking, I was thinking, Trafalgar Law. I remember when I used to call him Trafalgar Law. Trafalgar Law, just from the way that the Japanese made it same sound initially. So I just thought of that in that brief second. That seeks to take down one of the 4 emperors. The group infiltrates the kingdom of Dressrosa in an attempt to take down Doflamingo, Kaido's training partner, and find themselves in a battle to liberate the kingdom from his control. After Luffy finally emerges victorious over their foe, he is forced into a ritual of cups with the other pirates they fought alongside. It's the creation of the Straw Hat Fleet. As the powers of the world realign following the Navy's capture of Doflamingo, Luffy's crew sets off for Zou to catch up to Nami's group, which left earlier. Zou turns out to be a kingdom on the back of a gigantic elephant, but it's already destroyed when they arrive. Once they meet up with Nami, they learn that something has happened to Sanji. So, we got 10 chapters. Chapters 807 all the way down to 816. Chapter 807, 10 days earlier. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 3, Frost Moon Village, which also is the village where Zoro hails from. And his sensei, his swordsman sensei, and everyone else, they see the news of Zoro's brand new bounty, and the students that are training here at the Frost Moon Village, they're all adopting Zoro's 3-sword style and putting bandages over their eyes to emulate him, much to Zoro Sensei's chagrin. Base of Zou's rear left leg. I have reached my limit. Indeed, we climb again in the morrow. As it's Kinemon, Kanjiro, and the little monkey that fell down right back down to the sunny again.
What? Come on, let's frolic! Come on, let us nibble you! Let us lick you! Let us! Gotta chill!
Shut up! Don't get too friendly! Hey, go easy on him, Zoro. That's really rude behavior for a guy getting treated to a feast. Right flank fortress. Zo.
Go on, drink up. This is our special monkey wine, made from the rich fruit of our forest.
I admit, this is good stuff, but I can't drink it like this! Quit frolicking on me! Quit frolicking on me! Because all of the minks are getting, like, just pressed up against Zoro because they want to be close. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot that this happened last time. Base of Zoro's leg, rear left leg. I have reached my limit. Indeed, we climb again in the morrow. Right flank fortress Zo. I keep forgetting that if there's a big white line in between the pages, then you read the top from right to left, and then the bottom from right to left. So that's on me, I messed that up again.
Go on, drink up. This is our special monkey wine, made from the rich fruit of our forest.
I admit, this is good stuff, but I can't drink it like this! Quit frolicking on me!
What? Come on, let's frolic! Come on, let us nibble you! Let us lick you! Let us gotta chill!
Shut up! Don't get too friendly! Hey, go easy on him, Zoro. That's really rude behavior for a guy getting treated to a feast.
Please do our best to overlook the little differences in our culture. Physical intimacy, but it's minktimacy. Physical minktimacy is our way of expressing friendship.
Wow. What kind of meat is this?
Hippo, lizard, alligator, frog. We don't eat any furred animals.
You're here!
And it's the person who screams that is Brooke. Relief, c'est moi! Relief, c'est moi! I read the newspapers. I'm so glad you're all right.
Brooke, what's wrong? You're a mess.
Oh, Luffy! I'm so sorry about Sanji. I'm afraid I've lost all face. Not that I have one anymore, anyway.
Huh? Isn't Momo supposed to be with you?
He is well, of course, but it seems he doesn't quite like the minks. He's locked himself in his room and won't come out. But actually, that works to our advantage. Excuse me, all Zo-comers, gather round! And Frankie goes,
You look lively, Brooke.
First of all, where is Kinemon? He should be arriving here any moment now. Well, while we are here, if all possible, try not to use the word samurai or wano, if you please. It will hurt many people here and possibly earn you their hatred and anger. Why samurai? Well, you see,
We found you, Baron Corpse.
Corpse. And that's when Zoro realizes that what Wanda said earlier.
Head for right flank forest. You'll find Yortia Crew's corpses ahead.
Oh. All that talk about corpses and you meant him?
Oh yes, it is meant as a term of endearment.
Well, talk about misleading.
It was a shock to me that there could be such an alluring species in the world. We dog minks can't resist a good bone.
Help! Please stop chewing me! Okay, whatever.
Oh, what about Traffy?
He's in the forest, the bear forest.
So what are we going to do about Sanji?
You have that letter thing, right? It'll work out one way or another. And it's not like he's actually been abducted.
And the fact that it wasn't like that is what makes this so serious.
We're sorry. We couldn't do anything to save him.
Slow down a sec. We're kind of in a state of confusion here. I can barely follow the thread of the situation.
That's right. Our last contact with you was when we had come across Big Mom's ship. Now that we've reached Zo, there are talking animals on an elephant's back, and the city's fallen into ruin. We thought the minks were enemies, but now we're being welcomed with open arms and labeled the companions of their saviors. It's all so confusing.
Can you explain everything about the last 11 days from the start, Nami? What in the world happened to you? Good idea. We might have been a little rattled. I'll go over everything in order.
Sanji, Nami, Chopper, Brooke, Momo, you guys go ahead to Zoe.
As we were heading away from Dressrosa by sea, we happened across the Big Mom Pirate's giant singing ship.
Shippy, shippy.
Singing? On board, we were able to spot the 2 members of her crew we met at Fishman Island,
Kiddo, sing them tout sweet.
as well as another member of the worst generation, Capone Gang Peggy.
Peggy?
It seems his group has affiliated themselves with Big Mom. They were after Caesar, and he was terrified of what would happen if they caught him. Help! Hey, help me! But it also wasn't the type of foe we could easily escape from. If we didn't do something, it was just a matter of time before we were sunk.
Let's escape with a coup de burst. We don't know how to do that.
We don't know how to do that without Frankie or Usopp. But I do know how to use the Gal Cannon.
Don't be stupid. We can't face them head on. We'll fight from the stern and create a chance to break free.
As the Big Mom giant ship fires on the Sunny. Soul Parade! And Brooke freezes a whole bunch of cannon fire. You guys will pay for this! I am not your bag! Oh wait, this is Caesar.
Gotcha! You guys don't pay for this! I am not your bag!
As Caesar is being used to be like this big giant bag that Chopper, in his Monster Point form, cradles all the cannonballs in. Do what we say, or we won't save you from them. Coming your way, Sanji! Pulia Free Spectre! And Sanji kicks all of the cannonballs that were frozen by Brooke's Soul Parade and sets them on fire and fires them right back at the ship again, at a Big Mom ship.
Uh-oh, Kiddo! Le counter-attack! How's he flying?
And this confuses both Peckham's, Baron Tamago, and Capone.
Damage the starboard side!
Shippy!
Weather egg! Come on out, rain clouds! Rain tempo!
Why is the weather in that one spot different?
We got mist forming! We're losing sight of the enemy!
As Nami pretty much manipulated the weather to make up a mist that could cover their escape.
Oh! I knew you could do it!
A gripping tail!
Ah, shut up! I'm not feeling bashful! Oh, geez. I'll admit it, the credit's all mine.
As both Nami and Chopper feel, you know, kind of bashful that they're being praised.
And how many days did it take you to reach Zoe? We made it the next day. Seems we were pretty close already. This happened 10 days ago! From what I was able to see, the oldest signs of destruction in the city in the center of the elements on the center of the elephant's back traced just to over 2 weeks ago.
And then Wanda speaks up.
That's right. That's right. This land was already mostly destroyed 10 days ago. But when Nami's group landed here that day, it was nothing short of a miracle. Without their bravery and Chopper's medical skills, every last meek in Mokomo Dukedom could have died without hope.
And that's when the minks around them get silent.
It was so recent that you're still injured. We don't want to force you to talk if you'd rather not.
No, I will explain everything. Utia deserved to know it all.
Hey, everybody! The Duke is awake!
What? Really? That's wonderful!
I was afraid he might never wake!
Especially after what he went through. It must have been dreadful.
Oh, guys! I'll see to his condition at once! Miyagi! Tristan! Oh boy! I'm going to see this one.
Don't jump too fast, Mr. Miyagi.
Huh?
Wanda! Duke Dogstorm says he wants to meet with the Saviors!
Yes, right away. I'm so glad. Will Utia come with us?
This is great news, Wanda!
Goes Nami to Wanda. Sure, but who's Dogstorm?
He is the Duke of Mokomo Dukedom. In other words, the king of this land. Since the fall of the city, he has been in a deep coma. This land has 2 kings. The king of the day, Duke Dogstorm, and the king of the night, The cat viper.
Whale Forest.
Captain!
As it shows Law reuniting with his entire crew, and Beppo was the first person to hug him as Law is smiling as his Viva card leads him back to the Heart Pirates. You came for us, even though the sun is down!
I can't believe you really beat
Flamingo! That wasn't me, it was Straw Hat. We've got plenty to catch up on! Come into the forest! And everyone is happy. Everyone is happy that Law is back in the crew. Right Flank Fortress.
The incident happened half a month ago. To be accurate, 17 days ago. For the first time in a month and a half since the arrival of Beppo's group, Mokomo Dukedom's visitor's bell rang. But it was not the welcoming bell. It was a bell that is never meant to ring. The raiding bell. The enemy cut through the forest and invaded the peaceful city. The tremendous rumbling caused Zunisha to trumpet. Let me ask you, Tia, this. If a vicious enemy wanted something that we do not have, how should we give it to them?
Hand him over. I know that somewhere in this land is a warrior from Wano known as Raizo. He's supposed to be here.
And it shows this big, gigantic, massive, elephant-looking creature that's intruding and invading the main town of the Minks. And that's the end of chapter 807. We got an SBS and we can go to 808. Question. Greetings, Odatsu. Since all y'all do is tell dirty jokes on this here SBS, we students are going to do this without you. Start on up that SBS. Odachi, I want to see Zoro with a shaved head. Show me. Signed, Zolo Loving Misaki, age 15. What's the big idea? The Q&A starting without me? Zoro's got no hair. None of this makes any sense. And it just shows Zoro with no hair, and his hair is basically like Yosaku.
What was that for?
Question. Hello, Odachi. What is that thing resting on Shirahoshi's head? Sign, Witch Girl Takun. Answer. It's a takoyaki pastry full of sweet red bean paste. Why is a piece of food in her hair? Question. Please draw what Fujitora sees when he envisions Luffy's kindly face. Sign, Peko. And then Oda draws a face of a kindly-looking Luffy, but not with the facial structures that we're aware of. It's just what Fujitora thinks Luffy's face looks like. Question. What's the name of the gorilla hanging out with Sengoku? Is it Ook Ook? Can he be named Ook Ook? Does Ook Ook like the Navy brand crackers? Sign, Hijiki. Answer. Okay, he's a Navy cracker-loving gorilla. Ook Ook. Chapter 808, Duke Dogstorm. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 4, Syrup Village, as the former Usopp pirates are just completely, they're in tears and they're joyful that Usopp has a massive bounty on his head now, and he's known as God Usopp. And Kai is there, you know, consoling Carrot, Onion, and Carrot, Onion, and Carrot, Onion, and it's not tomato. It's not tomato. I think it's garlic. I forget their names. Someone will correct me. A mammoth? What's that ancient creature doing here?
Enemy attack! The gate's been breached! We're under attack by pirates! Drive them off!
Warrior? From Wano? Raizo? We've never heard of him. Don't destroy this country! Just get out of here! Yeah, I remember the stories about the mystical land of the Minks. A bunch of stupid talking animals. Name yourselves! Who god are you? Who do you think you're demanding an introduction to? This here's the trusted confidant of Kaido, one of the 4 emperors of the sea, one of his 3 closest associates, each of whom is named after a disaster. This is the great Jack the Drought! So named because the lands that Jack passes through become as barren and decrepit as if they'd been hit by a drought. I lost the accent and I didn't use it that much. Who do you think you're demanding an introduction to? But yeah. So named because the lands that Jack passes through becomes as barren and decrepit as if they had been hit by a drought. Animal Kingdom Pirates. Lead performer. captain of the Mammoth, Jack the Drought.
Now hand over, Rizo. You got a nice peaceful place here.
What with all the babies in your arms and all, be a real shame if something happened to it, don't you think? Animal Kingdom Pirates, leader of the Gifters, Sheep's Head, which is an individual we saw earlier when he was, clashing with Sanji and Nami and everyone else, earlier on in the past volumes.
Or would you prefer to just fight us? We would never wish for battle.
Monji!
But we will not find a solution to this issue if you do not listen. Jack, he said your name was. Jack, he said your name was. There will be no lies from us. If you seek a man, search each and every home.
And before Monji concludes this sentence, Jack swings his trunk and swipes away a ton of minks and even destroys a building in the process. Because Jack is basically a giant mammoth. So he's a Zoan, apparently.
No mercy for the women, children, or elderly!
Have we come here to bargain, Jin Rummy?
No, Master Jack. We came to see the samurai.
So now we have a name. We can link a name to the woman that was with Sheep's Head. That was, kind of looking kind of iffy at Sanji because he was ogling her and her unique clothing style.
He's not a samurai, dummy. Rizo's a ninja.
Silence, Master Sheephead.
Silence, Master Sheephead. Samurai is a general term for all warriors of Wano. There's no difference.
And the minks are just watching as Jack screams,
I have but one demand. Bring Rizo to me.
That's impossible. We told you he's not here.
Then search the entire country, pleasures.
Pleasures. And it's a whole bunch of, it says Animal Kingdom Pirates, but, Beast Pirates. I like to say Beast Pirates. But I'll just say Animal Kingdom Pirates. But the AK Pirates, AK Pirates, because Animal Kingdom is so many syllables. The AK Pirates, Pleasures, start running through and they try to attack, but then we get the minks who immediately start fighting back. Immediately. And hitting all these Pleasures with the same electrical attack that Carrot used against Zoro during their initial encounter.
What was up with that? Even the old Gramson kid just attacked us. Yeah, that hurt. There is no weak members of this herd. All minks are natural-born fighters. Even our suckling babes have the gift of self-defense. Do you gotta want to make enemies of every last mink in this land? And the skill of the musketeers defies all description. Fight, and the losses shall be deep on both sides. If you gotta seek this man, then why not speak with the Duke of this land instead?
Speak? No. Onwards, gifters!
And then we have gifters.
All right.
As we have many AK pirates here who have strange body parts. They're not fully animal, but parts of them are.
What? What are they?
Destroy this land and find the samurai!
They did not listen at all. The battle began, and in an instant, peaceful Kurao village, Kurao City, turned into a battlefield.
Why did I think village?
They're followers of an emperor? That's who attacked this place?
Kaido's men. Yes, as for how they got here, and why they thought there would be a samurai is a mystery.
You hear that, Usopp? A mammoth! Don't get excited. Read the context, man.
See? Now you understand why not to mention samurai or Wano.
Good point.
They're very bad people.
Ah, darn! So that ninja Kinemon talked about isn't here after all. What a letdown! I'm not even gonna get into it. We see the shocked faces of Usopp, Brook, and Nami.
What? By ninja, do you mean the warrior of... By ninja, do you mean the warrior of Wano?
As Usopp, Brook, and Nami are beating down Luffy over and over and over again.
Do Utia know about him?
No, not in the least. He said, injured. He was inquiring about the state of the injured.
Oh, the Duke's sanatorium is just up there. I'm sorry to force you to walk there. We can speak more later.
Yeah!
And it shows someone screaming, and then it shows Luffy, whose face, whole body has just been beaten up by all three, by Usopp, Nami, and Brook, because, you know, he opened his big fat mouth.
We're so sorry, Sir Sicilian! Sir Sicilian's in a foul mood! Oh! Ah! What's going on?
Duke Dogstorm Sanatorium.
Ah!
What's the matter, Sir Sicilian?
It's you, Wanda. They got our talking such sugary nonsense that I had to knock these cubs off their feet to teach them a lesson.
One of the 3 Dogstorm Musketeers, Captain of the Musketeers, Lion Mink, Full Power Sicilian. And Sicilian, I gotta say, for a character of the Minks, he is by far one of the best looking. Because he's a lion, but his hair is all neatly taken care of and flowing. It's like, it's a perfect mane. It's a perfect mane. But he's also dressed up like a musketeer with a saber at his side and a giant hat.
Kindness, love, romance, babies, sugar, honey. Never speak such things around me unless they're full of salt.
He's so tough!
But cool.
I'll tear out your throats. Now come back up here if you've got the guts.
We're sorry. We'll never speak such sweet nothings again.
As long as you get the point.
Sir Sicilian, this is the Straw Hat crew.
Huh? What?
And Sicilian jumps up high in the air and he immediately bows before Luffy and everybody.
Thank you for saving our country. This debt will never be forgotten.
Sir Sicilian does everything at full power.
Wow, that lion is really overbearing. And Nami just punches Luffy in the face because of that comment.
His grace awaits inside.
Good.
Come in!
Come in! No dawdling!
Oh! It's Luffy and everyone!
And it's Chopper who's with Tristan and Miyagi. Tristan being a squirrel mink? Or is it a chipmunk? She's a squirrel mink and Miyagi is a goat mink.
You got out of this Straw Hat crew. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you well, my grace.
As Wanda holds on to, apparently, Duke Dogstorm.
I owe you for everything. I owe you for everyone. And everything. You have my thanks.
Mokumo Dukedom, King of the Day, Duke Dogstorm. Or, Inuarashi, if you want to go by the Japanese, by the way that they say it in Japanese, in the sub. He's called Inuarashi. Apparently my friends helped you guys, but I haven't heard the details yet.
No, it was thanks to you too, Straw Hat Luffy.
I bet you're pretty tough, mister. Real tough.
How rude! His grace is the greatest fighter in our land.
That sounds like sarcasm when spoken about the loser.
Loser? Never! The enemy was quite troublesome, but you held the advantage. If only Jack hadn't brought that weapon into our land.
And then Inuarashi, I'm just going to call him Inuarashi because that's what I call him. Inuarashi gets quiet. Huh? Weapon?
That's right, Luffy. The thing that destroyed this dukedom was one of Caesar's gas weapons.
And that's the end of chapter 808. Please tell me that I don't have another eyelash on my eye that's trying to cause a problem. I feel it. It's annoying! I don't want to step away. I don't want to step away. I already did it once. I gotta keep going. Chapter 809, The Cat Viper. Caesar's gas weapon? Oh, drool!
I know what you mean. He's our savior, too.
What a delicious-looking savior.
You're still recovering now. Wait until later.
No! Not later either!
Because both Wanda and Inuarashi are staring at Brook because, you know, he's all bones.
Caesar made the weapon. Doflamingo sold it, and it made its way up to Kaido.
Caesar!
But enough about our defeat. I must say that straw hat fits you that straw hat fits Yugara very well.
Huh?
Long ago, I and what's that cat's name?
The cat viper?
Right, him. We went out to sea once and met a man wearing such a hat. He's now one of the 4 emperors, named Shanks.
Oh, you know Shanks? How? As a matter of fact, I'm holding on to this hat for... He fell asleep!
It is past 6 o'clock now.
Yeah, it's only 6. What is he, a kid?
As I said earlier, the Mokomo dukedom is ruled over by 2 kings at all times. The official sovereign is Duke Dogstorm, but Cat Viper, charged with protecting the whale forest over the generations, possesses equal authority.
What does that have to do with him falling asleep?
The 2 are on very bad terms. So bad that if they should meet in person, they might fight to the death.
Huh? Why?
I do not know. In the past, they were fast friends, but in a fight, they are equals in strength. Their bickering is so bitter, they choose not to ever see each other. Thus, with the sun from 6 to the morning to 6 at night, and with the moon from 6 at night to 6 in the morning, they split their active hours so as not to overlap.
So, Inuarashi takes care of the daytime hours from 6 to 6, and then Cat Viper takes care of the nighttime hours from 6 to 6.
Whoa, even the doctors are asleep.
Everyone at this fortress will be sleeping now.
I'm getting sleepy too.
Huh?
Who are you? Shishilian, the full power guy. The shifting of day and night has an effect on us too. The townsfolk are active in the day, while the forest folk are nocturnal. It was the same in that battle earlier.
And then we get flashbacks.
No! Stop! Don't destroy our homes! The musketeers are here. Oh, God! Leave it to them and have the townsfolk retreat! Minimize the damage. Focus on seizing their weapons.
And then we have the musketeers showing up. And in this group, I see Carrot and Wanda.
Right! These warriors are very strange. An unfamiliar species, perhaps?
Watch out for the ones with the black horns. And it shows one of these gifters, and their hand turns into like a literal head of a wolf.
Wolf grab!
A wolf grew out of his hand!
Wanda!
And Shishilian comes in and cuts that one AK pirate down.
Oh,
You gotta stay back.
Oh, Sir Shishilian!
Yeah! It's the 3 musketeers!
Any musketeers with their hands free, guide the townsfolk to the forest.
Dogstorm, 3 musketeers.
Who are they? You said your name is Jack.
Oh! Duke Dogstorm!
As Inuarashi shows up.
Stop this destruction and violence at once. As God is my witness. The man you gotta seek is not in this land. This battle is meaningless.
And then Inuarashi draws his sword.
Are you the king of this land?
And this is Jack asking. But then the sword of Inuarashi drops to the ground.
Huh? Your Grace! Why drop your sword?
Search this land. Search this island. Search all you like. For this samurai you seek. We will not resist. Just stop the destruction. This is a place with a long history. I refuse,
goes Jack as he just he swings his trunk in order to hit Inuarashi.
Run, Your Grace!
And there's an impact explosion.
Your Grace!
But Inuarashi is standing there, unfazed, as he completely stops the trunk of Jack. It's like looking at Whitebeard hold back the Moby Dick with one hand. Inuarashi is just unfazed, and he just stops it from hitting. But Okada-san, good to see you. You're a little late, but happy to be here. Happy to have you. Doing this early so that way I can go out and get Atlas Fallen, install it, and then set up the stream later so that I can mess with Atlas Fallen. Hopefully Gajira will join me, but if not, it'll just be me.
Whoa, what? What's up with that dog? He withstood Master Jack's attack! I didn't know they had a guy this tough. I thought this was just a fluffy fantasy land. You gotta be kidding! There ain't a soul in the new world that doesn't know about our boss, the Great Master Jack. The bounty on his head is worth 1 billion berries! What?
Enough babbling about me, goes Jack. Don't get too full of yourself.
Don't get too full of yourself just 'cause you got some fighting skills.
Please, you have the wrong idea. Let me
And then Jack says,
Let me say this. If the samurai is here, we stop attacking. If he's not, it's a crime.
and then Urachi grabs his sword, and then electricity starts coursing through it.
And one more thing. I enjoy destruction. You truly are a disaster.
As Inuarashi proceeds to attack Jack. And then it's just a whole montage of the Minks attacking the Animal Kingdom pirates, the Beast Pirates.
Why does this place get so much rain?
And then it changes to 6 o'clock. 6 p.m.
Yeah!
You get it? I get it that it makes sense. Took you 2 hours to update a game yesterday. It depends on if you're using Wi-Fi to update things or if you're using like an actual Ethernet cable to do it. But if it's a big game, then yeah. But Atlas Fallen isn't very big. I think it's like 40-something gigs. Shouldn't take me long to install it. Shouldn't take me long.
Yeah!
Huh?
That's the cat viper's roar!
That night idiot is awake now. Pull back, musketeers.
Huh?
We're not going to fight together?
No, switching shifts is to our benefit. The enemy will not have time to rest through the day or night.
Jack!
Jack! Do not believe that you are the only stubborn man who refuses to listen. In every nation, there are fools to be found.
Yeah! When the moon's out, this land is mine! The intruders will not escape!
And we have this giant cat. This giant, super fluffy cat. Whale Force Guardian, King of the Night, Cat Mink, the Cat Viper, or Nekomamushi.
You won't leave this place alive!
As he goes sailing towards Jack.
It's huge! A cat monster!
And Nekomamushi, I'm just going to call him Nekomamushi, grabs onto the trunk of Jack, flips over him, and then, to Jack's surprise, Nekomamushi just basically somersaults body slams him by swinging him over his head, slamming Jack directly into the ground.
Master Jack! Look at the town, boys! Don't worry. I've heard the story. You're looking for a warrior of Wano? I wouldn't let a samurai take a single step on this island. And if one tried, I'd chew him to pieces! I am the Cat Viper, the one who waits for the dawn of the world! Master Jack!
And Jack has apparently assumed his human form once more. And that's the end of chapter 809. We got another SBS and we can move on to 810. Question. Hello, I'm having trouble understanding the general world layout of One Piece. New World, East Blue, Red Line. I don't get where the heck these things are in relation to each other. Can you explain this in an easy to understand way, like with a globe or something? Sign, Caterpillar. Answer. Wow, talk about a fresh question. Yes, I suppose it doesn't add up much, does it? I'm sorry for drawing such an unhelpful manga. For new readers, we put together a guide to the world of One Piece at the end of the book. Check it out if you want. Question. Hi, Mr. Oda. I'm curious about the names of some new characters from Volume 78. Please introduce us to the doctor begging for help, the little granddaughter, and the grandma who told her to run ahead and leave her behind. Signed, Person. Here they are. Dr. Need a Hand. Hobby is playing the guitar. Elderly woman. Stella Alive. Stay Alive. Former dancer. And then the grandchild is called Stay Alive. Stella Alive. And then Stay Alive. Stay Alive. Future dancer. Question. I can make out most of them, but can you give us a rundown of who wrote each autograph on page 115, of volume 80? Signed, also, who were they for? Answer. The 5 crew members made these autographs for Bartolomeo. Luffy just signs it as me. He doesn't sign Luffy, he just signs it as me. So simple. Zoro signs it with sword. Usopp signs to Bartolomeo, a profile of his own head, and Usopp down at the bottom. Frankie signs to my bro, star symbol, signed Frankie. And then Robin draws a picture of a rooster and then signs her name as well. And that's the end of the SBS. Chapter 810, The Twirly Hat Crew Arrives. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 5. Baratier, lots of questions, but at least he's healthy. As we see Zeph and everyone looking at all of looking at the bounty, like Caesar from Asterix and Obelix, kinda, to a degree. But they're just looking at the bounty posters for Sanji.
Master Jack!
Jack! Bounty, 1 billion berries. And Jack is back in his human state again. And the Beast Pirates are rallying. I know it's called Animal Kingdom Pirates, but I'm so used to calling them Beast Pirates and, Negamamushi and Arashi. I'm so used to just calling them that, so I hope you guys understand.
Ah, an ancient model of the elf fruit. Real rare power you got there.
And then Jack, he has like horns on his head because of his mask that covers the bottom half of his face. Kind of like, who is that Sith from the Knights of the Old Republic? Not, is it Darth Malik? I think it's Darth Malik. Jack has like a mouth guard piece that looks like that. But then he also has a pair of horns that are draped over his shoulders, and he starts pulling them off. And it turns out that he has, these horns are actually weapons, curved weapons.
You should have just pulled back and cut your losses, while the dog fella was going easy on you. We got as many warriors as the great nations. Hey, Beppo, you got still under my care. Don't bother with fighting.
I don't think so, boss. I might be a pirate, but this'll always be my home.
As for us, this is our friend's hometown. Well, you talk like a man.
And then it shows the Beast Pirates going up against the Minks. And it's just a big old endless montage as Nekamamushi is clashing with Jack. And just to give you a description of Jack's type of weapons, they're shotels, which are basically curved blades. And it's not like a sickle, because from one angle they're curved in a 3-dimensional type way, so it curves in a way where you can swing it forward, but you'd also cleave at the same time. And he's clashing with Nekamamushi with his shotel weapons. And then time switches, and we have Inuarashi, who's attacking as well.
The battle continued, day and night, for 5 whole days. We were unable to stop Jack's reinforcements from continually arriving by sea. They were like an unstoppable zombie army. But over time, we steadily and surely overcame the enemy. If anything, there was just one place where we couldn't break them down. And that was Jack. For he is truly a monster.
So even this guy couldn't beat him. And that's just an underling of Kaido? Wow.
But the reverse was true as well. Jack's power was not enough on its own to topple our 2 kings. After a while, he grew tired.
Oh wait, this is oh wow. This is Wanda who's saying it.
But the reverse was true as well. Jack's power was not enough on its own to topple our 2 kings. After a while, he grew tired, and on the 5th day, he decided to bring out a weapon. It was a poison gas weapon. It only took a second. The killer gas spread through our land with the force of a blast. Who could possibly evade such a thing? The gas swallowed all of the city and half of the forest. It completely immobilized us. Virtually everyone aside from those evacuated inside this fortress were wiped out. As for what happened next, I do not even want to recall it.
Answer my question. Where is the warrior from Wano?
He's not here.
And then it just shows Jack and his crew killing people who don't answer him. Or at least give him the answer he wants.
They just kept repeating questions that they knew the answers to, as they brought our land to ruin, one mink at a time.
Where's the warrior from Wano?
I don't know! Ah! The mighty were crucified and subjected to torture.
I do not know. We wouldn't hide such a person. Please, the people of this land know nothing. There's no need for this pointless death. It is sheer cruelty, nothing more.
As it shows Inuarashi crucified along with Shishilian and Bibi as well.
I will remember you after death, Jack, until the day you gotta lie dead from a cat's curse.
And it shows Jack preparing his weapon, and then it shows Jack swinging his weapon, and there's a spray of blood in the panel.
The slaughter continued for an entire day, and on the 6th, they'd either had their fill of destruction, or they grew tired of hearing the same answer. Jack left behind a few dozen of his men, and then departed this place.
That's horrible! What an awful, hopeless experience!
Actually, there was hope, as we were saved in the end.
Ah, you're awake!
We learned this fact when we read Jack's obituary in the paper. From the day that Jack left our land at last was the very day Yugara defeated Doflamingo. Jack left this place in order to rescue Doflamingo from captivity. They must be bound by some deep connection. In other words, the ones who truly drove that monster from our home were Yugara.
And then he immediately goes back to sleep.
I see. In that case, I feel an even stronger gratitude at our miraculous luck.
The day after that was when we arrived!
And that's Chopper. And we have a flashback to when Sanji and everyone else arrived at Zou.
So that's Zou? One thing's for sure, I am not going up there.
Darn you!
Just shut up and curious. Mark my words, you will rue this day. Woo!
As they're using Caesar as their own personal hot air balloon for them to float up the leg of Zou. There are clear signs that it was attacked.
Brooke, you stay here and protect Nami. I'll go check out what's past here.
Easy peasy. I too shall protect Nami. And this is Momonosuke.
Someone help me!
Hang on, little squirrel. We're just gonna crucify you for a few questions, that's all.
As it shows Sheepshead and Jinrumi going after Tristan, running through the forest.
Oh! Huh? Did that girl just talk?
What's going on? Oh, he definitely
What's going on? Oh, he definitely looks like the bad guy. So this girl must be the victim. This way!
As Nami grabs hold of Tristan in that moment.
Handle that guy, Brooke!
Okay.
Soul Parade! Ice Burn!
As Brooke freezes the ground underneath the Barney, or Warney, underneath the big old alligator, it causes all of them to slip.
Whoa, the ground just froze over!
Let's hurry!
Thanks, Brooke.
Wow, Bonkichi! A talking skeleton and a giant eel! How scary!
And then Tristan just runs off from Nami because this is new to her.
Oh, hey, wait, can you tell us what's going on? What's happening on? And what's happening on?
And then it's just silence because it cuts to the later on.
What's going
on with this place?
It's choked up with... What's going on with this place?
It's choked up with gas! Ugh!
These fallen people, are they all animals?
They're minks, you idiots! Haven't you ever heard of them?
Look, let's just go back into the forest. We don't want the gas to wipe us out.
Hey, you're not with them, are you?
Huh? That animal can speak!
Look who's talking. Well, it looks like they're still breathing.
My name is Pedro, please, help, I beg of you. See the Duke Dog storm and the Cat Viper. Before they die, the world awaits them. They must be saved.
As it shows Inuarashi and Nakamamushi, and it turns out that on top of them being tortured, Jack took Inuarashi's left leg, and he also took Nakamamushi's left arm. Well, left hand. Well, left forearm. He pretty much cut off everything down from there.
They must not die under any circumstances.
And that's the end of chapter 810. Onwards to chapter 811. Rocco! So, 10 days earlier.
What a disaster! The whole country's been racked with gas! What knee-quaking power!
Huh?
That gas is named Kodo! It is a killer gas of my own making!
And then it shows Caesar getting beat up by Sanji and Chopper.
Ah! Why am I the bad guy? I wasn't the one who used it.
What a creep.
There would be no victims if you haven't created it in the first place! You can neutralize the gas with your power, right? Do it now!
Not so fast. Don't just assume the losers here are the good guys. The minks are well known for their hatred of humans and their fighting ability. Leaving them well enough alone is for our own good. The moment we save them, they'll tear us to shreds.
And then there's a water explosion. You know, the saying that the elephant cleans itself with.
Yeah!
What's up with this rain?
And then we hear someone screaming.
That's Nami's voice. Listen close, Caesar. By the time I get back, you better have eliminated your poison gas from the town. Otherwise, I'll crush your heart in the palm of my hand.
All right, I'll do it, you demon.
And then Sanji goes off and he sees this was the moment where Brook was defending Nami from Sheep's Head. And this, when we see from Sanji's perspective, how he came in and hit Sheep's Head.
There they are.
Keep guarding, Brooke!
Keep guarding, Brook. Diable Muton Shato!
And Sanji hits Sheep's Head directly in the face.
Repeat, Master
Sheephead is down!
What? But we still haven't found the samurai.
Report that there was no samurai!
Yes, ma'am.
Kuro neutralizing gas! I'm doing this under protest! Rocco!
And Caesar starts to take in all of the poison gas that was affecting all of the minks and pretty much just dissipates it completely. And then it's all silent, but we start seeing minks coughing as they're alive. And Chopper.
Okay, they're safe! Hey everyone! Come quick!
That is Chaparimon! He's in the forest below!
Oh, this is dreadful!
Caesar's weapon did this? Yeah, the country's basically wiped out! It was those guys from earlier!
At least Caesar managed to erase the gas. Given that they would do something as drastic as this, the enemy could easily still be hiding in great numbers somewhere. According to Gassy,
the minks are a ferocious race!
according to Gassy, the minks are a ferocious race. If we save them, we might end up regretting it in the end.
Are you Tia? With Jack?
As Nami immediately defends herself from someone who looks like Wanda.
Nami!
As both Sanji and Brook are prepared to fight.
Wait, it's all right.
As Wanda barely has energy to stand.
She's weakened by the gas.
But she tries to... And then Wanda tries to swipe at Nami, but Nami shows how acrobatic she is. Backflips away from her. And lands on top of Wanda.
Watch out, Nami! She's got explosives!
I'll blow you to bits.
I'll make an example of you! What grudge do you have against us? What do you stand to gain by killing us?
And this is Wanda. She's saying this with tears in her eyes, but she also has a stick of dynamite that is lit in her hands as well.
The one you Tia seek is not here. How much of our 1,000-year history must you destroy before you are satisfied?
And it gets closer and closer.
Wanda, Lacey has saved me. All of Jack's men have left the island already.
Tristan.
Wanda, they gotta have no connection to Jack.
And it's Pedro.
It was thanks to their gotta old odd magic that the poison gas is gone from the city.
As he goes up and walks up and extinguishes the dynamite with his bare hands. I wonder, does that actually hurt? For you to put out a lit fuse with your bare hands? Still got some orange juice. Love orange juice. Helps with the throat, too. But
it was thanks to their gotta odd magic that the poison gas is gone from the city.
Oh, Pedro. You're right. The gas is gone.
What are you doing? Over a day has passed since this gas has spread here. If we don't cleanse and detox those who were hid within a 48-hour window, it'll be too late to save them. We can't waste a second in saving the people of this land. Where's the hospital? I don't have enough tools or supplies. Gather anyone who can help. I'm a doctor. Just do what I say.
Will you help us? I was afraid that everyone would die. We won't abandon a single one,
says Nami. And then Wanda just gets overcome with emotion as she starts tearing up. As Chopper and Caesar, he looks reluctant to do so, are creating cures and ways to cure everybody. And then it's just a whole montage of many minks coming together in order to heal up everyone. We got Brooke and Sanji tending to the wounds of Nekomamushi. And other minks who are on the outskirts watching everything go on. Nami taking care of some minks with some of the heart pirates because they're there as well. Miyagi showing up and lending a hand even though he's on the outskirts of the city hiding in the forest with the rest of the minks. Brooke helping out as well. Momonosuke checking up on people, but he hasn't left his dragon form yet. He's still in his dragon form. He hasn't gone human yet. And it shows all the minks, being led by Beppo, going into the city to help take care of everyone. Nami giving commands, and they're taking care of Inuarashi and tending to his severed leg. And it just gets to the present where Wanda says,
You had no idea who we were, and yet you rushed to save our lives. I will never forget this debt for the rest of my life. One day I will make it up to you, I swear.
Okay, enough.
As Wanda's just licking Nami.
You guys are true heroes. I'm so proud of you.
So it was that dire. Now I see why you're so kind and welcoming us.
Man, that Jack guy really ticks me off. Someday I'm gonna whoop him along with Kaido. But as for Jack's obituary, it is very hard to believe if you'd seen him as we did.
Are you going to stay here and talk?
Going somewhere, Chopper?
Now that it's night, I'm off to do my examinations on Cat Viper, the King of the Night, and the Guardians of the Whale Forest.
In that case, take warning. Speaking of which, Wanda, isn't it your bedtime too? I'm a special officer known as a Kingsbird, with a unique status that allows me to act as a go-between for the two kings, day and night. I need to send the message that Duke Dogstorm is alive and well. I'm sure he will claim he didn't care.
Cat Viper! I want to meet that guy too! Oh, the Cat Viper! I am very fond of that fellow. I shall join you, goes Brooke. There's something. There was just something laying on my eye. On the tip of my eyelid. That was weird. Why is it every time I read, something's always getting in my eye, distracting me? I don't have time for these interruptions. I'm sorry, everybody. It just irritated me.
It is the full moon tonight, but fortunately the clouds are thick.
Sorry to drag you along, Carrot.
It's fine. I'm also a Kingsbird.
Take care!
We will!
So Wanda, back to the story, as they're on two giant alligators walking through the forest.
Yeah, in the story, Twirlybrow and Gassy were still here.
And then Brooke starts strumming on his guitar. As a matter of fact, We haven't told the people of this land much about what happened. Their country has already been savaged. We didn't want to worry them any further. Don't apologize, you're good. I know, but I'm just kind of particular. Like, if I'm reading a story, I want to do it from one end to the next with very little interruption. Y'all know how I am. I'm particular. I'm just, y'all, if y'all been here for some years, y'all know I'm particular about a number of things. What happened next was a terrible event that we've kept secret. It was only 2 days ago. Please, steel yourselves for the tale, for I'm afraid that Sanji might never return to our side.
What? But it said he'd come back, right in his letter! What did I tell you? The situation is more dire than it seems. This island itself is practically an illusion. It's a living animal, so you can't even find it with a log post, and much less reach it. But unfortunately, we've made a mistake and failed to take one thing into account. When we first pulled away from the enemy ship, you guys go on ahead to Zoe!
When we first pulled away from the enemy ship, we let them hear our destination. And on that ship was a resident of this mysterious land. In other words, 2 days ago, the Big Mom pirates appeared here.
We made it!
We made it! No problem! 2 should be enough. Leave it to me, Mama. Get out! Zoe is my hometown.
And this is Peckham's who says it. That's the end of chapter 8:11. Onwards to 8:12, but first, another SBS. Hello, Odachi. I thought of some birthdays for those people who haven't got any characters on their birthdays yet. How about these? Sai Masao, born December 14th. Someone come up with a character for me. Violet, April 30th. The violet flower is Sumire, and Su is 4 in Chinese. Miss Father's Day, June 21st. Father's Day. Geen, who is the, right hand of Don Krieg from way back when. April 7th. 47 is the atomic number for silver, or Geen. Leo, July 24th, the first day of the Leo zodiac range. And Miss Valentine's, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Answer: very nice. You went for the days that haven't been taken, and yet there's no one listed on your own birthday yet. That's very kind of you. They're all accepted. Answer: question: can Kuina's birthday be, September 17th for Ku, 9, and Ichi, 1, and Nana, 7. What? What was that? Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Treble style. Sign, God, Punya, and Inazuma. Question: Odachi, hello! So for Penguin and Shachi, the duo for the Heart Pirates, I came up with these dates to fill in the empty spots in the calendar. Signed, Sammy. Penguin, April 25th, World Penguin Day. And Shachi, April 7th. She and Chi make 4 and 7. Question: Oda-sensei, how about Rebecca's father's Gyros, Gu, for 9, holding up the peace sign with both hands for 22, September 22nd. Please recognize my hard effort on this. Signed, Chibi Maru. Answer: thanks guys, you really stretched for some of these, but as long as they fill the calendar, I don't care. Anything goes. Whoever gets there first wins. Chapter 8:12. Capone Gang Beji. Decks of the World. 500 Million Man Arc Volume 6. Kokoyashi. How dare you use this problematic photo on her bounty poster? And the bounty poster is Nami having her, pulling her hair up and giving that seductive look, smiling with your eyes. I can't do that. And we have Peckham's and Capone as they walk into the ruins of Kurao City.
Huh? What is this? Where is everyone? What happened? Get out! Who did this to Zoe? What was it, the Straw Hat Pirates? What did they do?
Right flank fortress, Mokomo Dukedom.
This fortress is a living space once used by our ancestors long ago. Since ancient times, Zunisha has carried the entire history of Minkdom on its back. The trading of clothes with outsiders is a sign of friendship.
And this is when Nami got dressed up in that sequin dress with like the open sides and, completely covered in pearls and jewelry.
Wow, this outfit looks like it belongs to someone important. Indeed, these clothes are a national treasure.
What? And you're giving them to me?
Of course, we want you to have them.
Ah, got you to you!
And to Tristan, got you!
Got you. You really love your greetings, Sanji.
As Sanji is really enjoying the very up close and personal greetings of all the female minks.
You really love your greetings, Sanji.
What does this guard you? Some kind of miraculous magic spell? Sanji, we want to guard you, our savior! Buzz off! No love for the males!
All I can say is Viva physical minktimacy!
Whoa! A goddess! No, wait! Nami! Got you!
And before he gets even close to Nami, Nami sends him flying outside of the building. Where's Momo? Where's
Momo?
Still holed up in his room. Seems to keep him calm. Plus, it's better if his human form isn't seen.
Ah, good point. Where's the medicine, Caesar? I fulfilled my quota. I'm a genius. More! Quick slacking! Dr. Caesar, I've come for the medicine. Ah!
Don't get confused. I am the medicine man, Cedar.
Curses!
Why must I make medicine to help people?
Oh, Baron Corpse, you have some fans waiting outside.
I'm tired of being so popular with the canine persuasion.
Yeah, you're all alive and well. Daddy, Mommy, friends and family, my heart nearly stopped when I saw the city.
And this is Peckham's, who's just crying his eyes out.
It is all thanks to the Straw Hat crew.
How many years has it been since you were here, Peckhams? It's good to see you.
I can't believe this happened. Darn you, Jack of the Animal Kingdom pirates.
And then Nami notices.
Look down there. It's the Big Mom Pirates.
That is Peckham's, once an infamous...
That is Peckham's, once an infamous problem child. You know him?
Oh, so he's a mink too.
As Sanji says this with a swollen face with cantaloupe-sized lumps on his head and his lips swole. Just like I Am Speed when he tried to make his lips all big. I never saw the full video because I don't watch I Am Speed. But what is it? Is that what his name is? Speed I Am Speed, something Speed. But his lips is all massively big after being beaten up by Nami.
Duh! They heard we were here!
His bumps have bumps. Yep.
They heard we were here! They're after me! Please don't hand me over!
You were our trump card to deal with Doflamingo. Now that Luffy and the others have beaten him, we don't need you.
Don't say that! We're bros, right?
When did we become bros? What did you do to Big Mom?
Okay, I accepted a grant for some research, and I wasn't getting anywhere with it. So I lied to them and pocketed all the funds instead. What can I say? I had Doflamingo backing me, so I got carried away.
My thing is, Doflamingo isn't a Yonko, though. Doflamingo isn't one of the emperors. You thought that just because you had Doflamingo at your back, that would protect you from one of the 4 emperors of the sea? Caesar, he's a genius, but he kind of stupid. Just a little bit. He kind of stupid. Let's just say it. What's wrong with him, Lord? Lord, what's wrong with him? This boy is stupid. What's wrong with him? Don't trust him with anything. Don't trust him. This just a whole. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose face. Just don't trust him at all. What's wrong with him? He's stupid. I'm sorry. That carried on way too long.
What can I say? I had Doflamingo backing me, so I got carried away.
Sounds like you earned this. Well, if they just want Caesar, that's fine and good.
What?
I'm gonna find you in the new world. Kick your butt.
The problem is, Luffy did pick a fight with Big Mom already.
And announced that Fishman is my territory.
And we kind of busted up their ship too.
Hey, Blackleg, should we work together to get rid of those two? Sure.
Nami, and the rest of you stay here. Brooke, come with me.
Certainly.
Blackleg, what about my brilliant assassination plan?
Not taking advice from idiots who don't consider the consequences.
As Capone is staring up at Sanji.
What do you want, Big Mom Pirates? Let's not make this a big deal. The people of this land are in tatters, physically and emotionally. Look, the only thing I can say is thanks! Get out!
Huh? I had no idea. My home was in this terrible state. You are my saviors. How can I ever thank you? And this is Peckham's, who's on his hands and knees.
Mama's orders were to capture Caesar, which we've been working on, but there's a new order that's bound to spell disaster for the Straw Hats. So that settles it. The mission's a failure. Just give us Caesar. I'll explain to Mama that we let the Straw Hats escape. Hey, wait, Beckham's, have you lost your mind? Never make your business personal. Shut up, new guy. I'll take the fault for it. I can't do anything to the people who saved the lives of my friends and family. You clown!
And then Capone just opens fire on Peckham's directly in the back.
Dirty rat!
What?
He shot his own guy in the back!
And it shows Capone's hand, and when you look closer at his hand, it shows a whole bunch of clove dudes with Gatling guns in their hands in the path of where Capone's hand is, opens up. And Peckham falls to the ground incredibly bloodied after that hail of bullets.
He's actually a well-respected pirate, And you see what a soggy sack of tears he became when he let his emotions call the shots. Well, he's useless now. I'll do the job. Come on out!
As a gate opens up on the front of Capone.
Huh?
Goes Sanji. Huh? As multiple people start running out of this gate, and they jump out of Capone, and they were small at first, but then they get larger.
People?
And Sanji and Brook are immediately surrounded by a whole squadron of men.
Give up. You're outmanned. You know who I am, right? I'm considered to be a member of the same generation alongside your captain. What kind of powers does he have? People came out of his stomach? I've got the castle fruit. I'm a castle man.
Captain of the Fire Tank Pirates, Capone Gang Beji. Bounty of 300 million berries. I love doing my voice for Capone. Because even though I do a whole bunch of voices for a whole bunch of characters here, there's a certain tone that I need to do with Capone here. That's not overly exaggerated, but you can kind of take it seriously just a little bit. I like those types of voices for him, which is why I tend to be a little bit calm when it comes to doing his voices overall. So yeah, looking forward to saying more Capone lines. I've got the castle fruit. I'm a castle man. So when I thought I saw people in his hand earlier, that wasn't my empty sockets playing tricks on me?
I could have destroyed them with cannons too, but we're keeping this quiet. That's in our best interest as well as yours. If the Minks come now, they will doubtless take your side. I'm aware of their skill in battle. Vito, bring the other two over here. Yes, sir. Huh?
Sorry, we were curious. We thought there were just two of them.
As it shows that Chopper and Nami followed Sanji and Brook, and they were apprehended immediately.
Nami!
Chopper!
You come out too, Caesar. You got 2 seconds before my men point C Prism Stone shotgun skyward and pull the trigger. 2, 1.
Ah! Wait! I'm here! Don't shoot!
Caesar! Caesar! So, we're all here now. By the way, there were no C Prism Stone bullets in those guns.
Oh, what?
And then someone stabs into Caesar with a spear.
But I do have one spear made of the stuff. Now, let's talk someplace more comfortable. Come into my castle. Darn, he's holding the reins now. This is an order.
And then we just have Capone, who's just standing there next to a defeated Peckham's. But we zoom into Capone, and we go inside this castle-looking area, where Sanji and everyone else is currently being held in this room. Then there's an empty seat, and the shape of Capone just appears in front of Sanji in front of this empty chair. It just morphs into the body of Capone.
There we are. How you feeling? Want some dinner? Not hungry. Glass of wine? I said no! Just get this over with!
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
And this is Caesar. So impatient, this guy. Since we met at sea 1 week ago, circumstances have changed. I have an invitation here for you. I have an invitation for you here. For Mama's tea party, you see. The main event this time is a wedding. The groom is Sanji, third son of the Vinsmoke family. The bride, Puddin', 35th daughter of the Charlotte family. And that's when Sanji's cigarette drops out of his mouth. Finally. That's the end of chapter 812. Onwards to chapter 813. How many chapters do I have overall again? 816. All right, so we're making good time. We're actually making really good time with this. Question. Greetings, Oda-sensei. In chapter 800 of volume 80, I noticed that the sails of some of the Yonta Maria ships said 3 Tamaria, Santa Maria, and 2 Tamarira, Ni Tamaria. Since Yon means 4, are there a representation of the rank of the ships? Does Columbus ride on a 3 Tamaria? Also, is the insignia of the egg taken from the concept of the egg of Columbus? Signed, Samurai Ryota. Answer. Good call. That's right. There are 3 ranks of ships in the Yonta Maria fleet. There are 50 Nita Maria ships that take the lead, another 5 Santa Maria ships that are slightly larger, and the biggest one is the mothership, Yonta Maria. Meanwhile, Sai's Haposui have 1 big Haposai and 7 armored Iposai ships. Cavendish leads the Sleeping Forest White Steed, Harudine's Viking-style Naglfar, Bartolomeo's Weird Ship. Ideo and Leo don't have ships, so Ideo caught a ride with Orlumbus. Of course, you don't need to remember any of this information. Chapter 813, Tea Party Invitation. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 7, Twin Cape, Laboon's in Good Spirits. As Crocus is there with Laboon, and they're hearing about the news about literally everybody.
Huh? The tea party? Will be Sanji's wedding?
And Sanji's cigarette falls out of his mouth, down past him. Groom, third son of Vinsmoke, Sanji. Bride, 35th daughter of Charlotte, Pudding. Take it. And Capone slides the invitation card over to Sanji. Why? Why now? You think I know or care about your family issues? Vinsmoke is Sanji's family name? It's a name that makes my backbone crawl, but it can't be. And then the cigarette that was on fire starts to light Capone's castle on fire immediately, and he starts putting it out. Hey, wise guy, you trying to burn my castle down?
What does this mean, Sanji? Are you getting married?
Who would set this kind of thing up on their own? Your family, of course. Your family, obviously. Son of the Vinsmokes. Looks like the apple fell pretty far from the tree in this case. Bring some wine. Yes, sir!
Sanji's family? Now that you mention it.
Nolan the liar?
You've read this, Sanji? But it says it was published in the North Blue.
Yeah, I was born in the North Blue.
This is the first I've heard of it. I thought you were from the East, too.
Yeah, I was raised in the East. Well, never mind that. So now, everything since Jaya. The moment he brought that up since Jaya, now it's come full circle. Now we get to hear about Sanji's origins! But, moving on.
We met Sanji in the East Blue, but he said he was born in the North. You know, I thought it was strange at the time.
Yes, indeed. That's quite a big deal, Nami. To go from the North Blue to the East Blue, you must cross the red line.
Exactly.
That's not your typical family move. It's quite a voyage. What kind of upbringing did Sanji have?
And on top of that, Charlotte is Big Mom's family name. You're saying he's going to marry Big Mom's daughter?
What? You're gonna be family with one of the 4 emperors, Sanji?
If one of your people becomes related by blood, you'll all essentially be part of Big Mom's hierarchy.
What?
Don't get ahead of yourselves. I have no obligation to attend this tea party. It's preposterous. Me getting married to a woman I've never met, and the Straw Hat crew has no interest in joining your side.
Our captain isn't the kind of guy who works for anyone else. Luffy is the man who will be king of the pirates.
And this irritates Capone.
We done here? You can have Caesar, just let us go.
What?
You seem to have the wrong idea. All I did was show you the invitation. I ain't asking for a yes or no. You're all inside my body. You're as good as captured already. I'll be taking all of you to Mama. There's no shaking, so you don't realize that we're already on the move.
Huh? Yeah! They're gonna kill me! Let me go!
If you want to fight me, I'm game. But inside my castle, I can manipulate the space at will. And then everything around Sanji morphs to turn into weapons that immediately point themselves towards Sanji. Inside this castle, Capone's in charge.
Nami seeking!
Nami!
Everything within the castle is under my command. No matter how much you struggle, you cannot escape from Mama's tea party. That is the reality of the new world.
Yororo! Yololo! Indeed, if there's two things Mama hates, it's bittersweets and absentees from the tea party, Lelo. If you should decline, Lelo, then within days you will weep with regret. I've seen it all, oh, Lelo! If you get an invitation to Big Mom's tea party, Lelo, it is in fact an absolute summons. As they say, even the demons in hell dare not miss Mama's tea party. Fire Tank Pirate's advisor, Vito the Phantom Gun. And Vito is this tall individual with these unusually big hands. Big hands. He literally could hold a basketball by his fingertips. I know Shaq can hold a whole basketball with his whole hand, but Vito can hold it with his fingertips because his hands are unrealistically big. You're free not to go natural, Lelo. Here, lean closer, Lelo. And then Vito whispers something to Sanji, which causes him to get nervous and stare at him. But Nami and everyone else don't hear what it is. And then he keeps saying it.
How did you find that out?
A foolish question. Our master is an emperor of the pirate world. One of only four in existence. Big Mom. If she says you die, you die. This advice is for your own good. Every choice risks your lives. If you want to live on in the sea without affiliating with anyone, then your best bet is not to disobey. Is everything all right, Sanji? What did he tell you?
Give me a pen and paper.
Leaving a note for Strawhead, eh?
Give this to Luffy and the others. Nami, Chopper, Brook.
What?
Please believe me. I never meant to hide anything from you. My past was never meant to come back for me again. But now it's time for me to face it, once and for all.
Huh? Huh? Me? Not us?
I sense a powerful presence outside. Probably one of the minks. Everybody ready? Everyone ready? Best of luck.
As Sanji hugs Brook, Chopper, and Nami, and then shoves them outside.
Now go!
Ah! And they fall outside Capone's body.
Ah! He let his friends go! What about me?
The sneaky rat!
And then it shows one of the guns is gone from his guard's hands, and he's pointing it at Caesar.
What?
Don't move, or I'll blow your precious genius's head clean off.
I'll get you for this, Blackleg!
The marriage
talk solved the riddle for me. You can't kill me, can you? What did they tell you? No cuffs and treat me gently, right? My bounty poster says I'm to be taken alive only, so if you kill me, someone's gonna be real angry, I bet. And whoever wrote that on my poster has to be the same person who arranged this wedding.
Dawn, go out and chase down the ones he let loose.
Don't move! You know who I've got backing me up now, don't you? I'm going with you to settle things with them. So don't you dare touch my crew. Nobody leave the castle. Nobody leave the castle.
But Godfather!
There's a monster right outside.
And it shows Capone's body standing there and looking back as we see Nekomamushi standing right behind him.
What kind of monster cat is that? You shouldn't move around yet. You shouldn't move around yet, boss. Who are you, Gara? Peckham's was lying in a pool of his own blood back there.
I'm in a crew with Peckham's. We were attacked by some of Jack's remnants.
Sanji, come out! Why are you staying in there? Explain what's happening to us, Sanji!
Let's wait for Luffy's group to arrive. Come out, Sanji!
Huh?
This is my problem. I will be back, so tell them that.
As Sanji smiles as the gate on Capone's chest closes up.
Sanji!
Castle Tank!
And Capone turns his feet into his lower half into like a massive tank treads and just speeds off from Nekomamushi and all of the other minks.
Sanji! No, Sanji!
Nami, Chopper, wait here. You need me to follow that?
No, do not bother, Wonder. It's pointless.
Baron Corpse!
As we see the note, even if you caught him, he does not intend to return. And the note says,
to the crew, I'm gonna meet a woman. I will be back. Sanji.
And that's the end of chapter 8:13. We can move on to 8:14 after we read this SBS. Question. Tell us what the favorite and least favorite foods of all the big rookies are, aside from Luffy and Zoro. Does Bonnie even dislike any kind of food? Sign Anoetsu. Aneotsu. Yeah, Aneotsu. Answer. 1 is the favorite, 2 is the least favorite. We have Kid, who likes cabbage rolls, but doesn't like curry udon. We have Killer, who likes pepperoncino pasta, but doesn't like curry udon, just like Kid. We have Scratchman Apu, who likes Tom Young Kung, but doesn't like mayonnaise. Don't make him a cold cut then. We have Urush, who likes red beans and pork, but hates veggies. We have Basil Hawkins, who likes fortune cookies, but hates meat. Is he a vegetarian then? We have D.S. Drake, who likes chicken and rice, but hates eggs. Don't give him a McGriddle sandwich. We have Law, who likes rice balls and grilled fish, but hates bread and pickled plums. Essentially the same thing that Corazon doesn't like. Then we have Capone, who likes meat dumplings and tomatoes, but hates tomato juice. You like tomatoes, but you hate tomato juice. I'm gonna leave that alone. And then we have Jewelry Bonnie. You love mayonnaise on your fries? Okay. We have Jewelry Bonnie, who likes margarita pizza, but hates carrots. Sounds like Joshua for Final Fantasy 16. Question. I would like to be an excellent manga artist like you, Orochi. So my question is, what do I need to be a mangaka? Please teach me how to draw. Please, please, please. Signed, Iku. Answer. Oh, geez, what was that? Excellent. What was that? Excellent? Can you say it one more time? I just need to hit the record button. Anyway, I get a lot of these requests. It's a difficult thing to answer in the SBS, but in Japan recently, they came out with something called Jump Ryu. Hawkins and Luffy will never get along? Nope, they will not get along at all. A person that dislikes meat? Speaking with a person who prefers anything, who prefers nothing else but meat? They would not get along in a restaurant. They came out with something called Jump Ryu, Jump Style. They're magazines with DVDs containing footage of artists drawing their manga, which may or may not help you. As a matter of fact, these publications are put together by a former One Piece editor, Habuyan. If it hasn't been by his request, I never would have allowed them to film such a thing. It's quite a rare opportunity, and I myself would like to check out some of the other artists involved. So check it out. I'm sorry if it's a little bit too expensive for you, Iku. Chapter 814. Let's go see Master Cat Viper. Let's go see the Cat Viper. He will know what to do. Ian Sinclair, he was really good for that one thing. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 8, Drum Kingdom, new design for the soldiers' helmets. And we have new designs for the soldiers in Drum Kingdom, and they're all patterned after Chopper's antlers, because they are apparently seeing Chopper's escapades with the in with Dr. Korea and Dalton, seeing what Chopper's been doing recently. Let's go see Master Cat Viper. He will know what to do. And then we have a flashback because Brooke is singing now.
Nami, it seems that Sanji and Cedar are gone. Could that fellow have taken them away?
No, it was his own decision.
Wanda, Carrot, they're saying they want Yugara to forget this happened. Take a hint. I'll manage Peckham's here. Don't want the day folks worrying over nothing.
Thank you, boss.
Say nothing of it. You've done enough for a country in pain. We're the ones who ought to be thanking you. Oh, catnip!
And then Nekomamushi just jumps over to it. The cat viper is a lonely fellow. My heart throbs at his plight. My gaze is drawn upon his face, shining purely in the moonlight. But I know that he does his best to live beneath the sun so bright. Let's go see Master Cat Viper. He will know what to do. See, here's the thing. I gotta see the Funimation dub for these songs, because when I was trying to sing Bing Sake, I was just looking at the translation for it. But the Funimation translation makes it into an actual song. But that's just Brooks singing.
That's a lovely song. Is that what the Cat Viper is like?
Not really.
He's not like that!
It's an image song.
So when Sanji says he's going to meet a woman, it means he's getting married? Not necessarily. He did have a look of determination on his face, though.
But it says here that he will be back. Oh, does that mean he'll bring his wife with him?
I suppose we'll have a new crew member. His bride is the daughter of an emperor. I suppose that means we'd be working under the Big Bomb Pirates.
What? No!
And Luffy just nonchalantly beats on the head of this alligator, and the alligator feels it a little bit. Naturally, Sanji himself rejected that idea when he first heard it right on the spot. Which makes me wonder if this wedding is something inescapable.
That's right. Knowing his personality, what if he wants to cut himself loose from us?
What? Sanji's quitting? That's even worse!
And Luffy keeps beating on the head of this alligator in frustration.
He had the chance to toss us out to freedom, so he could have escaped too if he wanted to. The fact that he wrote a letter shows that he was convinced he needed to go.
So, the key to all of this is his family. It's his mom or his dad or his siblings. They used to be in the North Blue. Then they made their way to the East Blue and are now in the New World. That's a wild story.
Finsmoke. I know I've heard that name before.
And Brooke is still silent. Brooke knows something.
I'm sorry. If only I could have kept him here until everyone else arrived. It was Sanji himself who prevented you from holding him back. It wasn't your fault.
Robin, what if we never see him again?
That's perfectly fine.
What?
True. If he does just vanish on us, he'll owe us a final thank you for everything.
Wrong!
Also, sorry about the trouble. Just think about it. We're currently on a course that can't be changed. Remember what Caesar said about his business. Doflamingo's biggest trading partner for Smile was Kaido. When we destroyed the research lab on Punk Hazard, that got Doflamingo mad. And now that we've destroyed the factory on Dressrosa, the next guy down the line to snap on us is Kaido of the Four Emperors. Just like Jack, the guy who wrecked this place, he's not just some far-off menace anymore. It's only a matter of time before he comes down on us. The reason we're aligned with Traffy is for the fight ahead. And Kaido's also got his sights on Kinemon's group for reasons we don't understand yet. We've set up an imminent confrontation with Kaido, and then he goes and gives Big Mom another Emperor the stink eye. It's nothing short of idiocy, that twirly-browed freak.
You don't have to say it like that, you tactless clod. This is this and that is that.
It's small-time business.
You don't get to say how important other people's problems are.
Fine, we can't figure it out ourselves, so let's just go ask Sanji.
What?
No, forget it, Luffy.
You mean go to Big Mom? Have you forgotten you already picked a fight with her?
Without a plan or some muscle at our back, we'll just get crushed flat.
She's an emperor, Luffy. Don't forget, this isn't like before.
And every member of the Straw Hat crew is telling him otherwise. Except for Brook. Then we'll go quietly.
Yeah? How?
Well, maybe there's a way to go after him.
Huh?
Indeed, the Big Mom pirates left quite a significant asset behind. If he should happen to wake, we will surely learn something new. So let us go to him. Guardian's Dwelling, Whale Forest.
Oh, wow! Oh, got it, Joe! Hey, it's the Straw Hat crew!
This place looks wrecked too.
Look, Chopper's here!
Wow, that whale tree is huge up close! Got you!
Do these minks heal fast or what? Indeed.
Straw Hat! Straw Hat Luffy! It's us! Sorry about earlier.
We can't allow any intruders, it's just the rules.
Hey, it's you guys! No worries, where's the cat viper?
My saviors and your companions, I am glad you have come.
Who's that?
Allow me to show my proper gratitude, thank you. Forgive my subordinates from earlier. We've been very sensitive to intruders. Leader of the Whale Forest Guardians, Jaguar Mink, Treetop Pedro.
Huh? Were you there?
Atop the trees, Beppo's group is waiting for you.
Oh, I'll see them later. I want to talk to Cat Viper and Lion Viper, the other guy.
But it's good to see you, Cetus.
If you mean Peckham's, he's awake in the building back there. We've been keeping that incident a secret from the rest. Sanji is a good fellow. I only wish to help.
Hey, Luffy! I'm worried about Cat Viper for a variety of reasons, so I'll go check on him first.
I'll show you the way. I'll show you the way then, Mr. Chopper.
And it's a deer. It's a deer mink who nuzzles up against Chopper, and Chopper's eyes just go all hearts. What arc? We are currently on Zou. We're on the second to last reading of One Piece, and then I'm done, man. 3 months of this, and I'm done tomorrow.
Hey, Chopper, why'd you freeze up?
I'm not frozen.
This way.
Okay.
You're being weird.
The boss is bathing now.
Huh? Bathing?
Nya, 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 nya. Nya, nya, nya. I love lasagna. It's such a fancy feast.
Hey, Cat Viper!
As it shows, Nekomamushi is in a bath, still bandaged up, but he's eating a whole pot of lasagna. I haven't had lasagna in a while.
You can't take a bath yet. Your wounds aren't healed, and you have to eat light meals. Why are you using your left arm?
Nya, nya, nya. Ah, Chopper, no worries. Choppers, no worries at all. I'm a man who loves his freedom. He's bigger than I imagined.
No, listen to me.
Sorry, but even doctor's orders have no... Whoopsie, where'd that breeze come from? Not used to not having a left paw yet. Can't even give you a round of applause. Nya, 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 nya. No, you got on the Straw Hat crew.
As Nekomamushi grabs hold of Usopp and Robin, and, you know, he's still very, very much wet from being in the water, so Robin and Usopp are doused in wet cat fur.
You saved me. Thank you. One day I will repay this debt. Believe it or not, I'm a man of honor, pride, and compassion. Oh, there's a ball. Yay, a ball!
I told you not to move around.
Nah!
As the wounds open up on Nekomamushi as he's just jumping around.
See? What did I tell you?
Listen up. I'm only in this bed because I decided to be.
Sure, whatever you say. Just stay still. I'm gonna give you a shot.
Hey, you gotta get that cat teaser over here.
Like this?
Yeah, okay, Chopper, give it to me quick while I'm having fun.
I told you not to move.
You're telling me that big menacing guy is afraid of needles?
Yeah!
He's so funny! Ah, I'll bet her. So,
It doesn't work instantly. Lie back down.
you shouldn't hit the injured. I'm
amazed you survived.
Well, my power helped me avoid half the damage. Darn that Veggie.
Oh wait, this is Peckham's.
Well, my power helped me avoid half the damage. Darn that Pidgey. Sorry about that. Guess Blackleg got taken away, huh? He can't escape the wedding now.
That's the thing! Lion Viper! Who decided on that wedding?
Well, that'd be our mama, and the father of the Vinsmoke family.
Sanji's father? What kind of person is he?
He's a very famous man in the underworld. You ain't heard of him? The Vinsmoke family is, well, to put it bluntly, a family of killers.
What?
And that is the end of chapter 814. We only got 2 more chapters, and then I'm done. Then I gotta go take care of my business real quick. Question. We got no SBS before we move on to chapter 815. Question. Nice to meet you, Odachi. Is it true that the source for the cat viper who appeared in chapter 806 is a song by none other than Cho, the voice actor for Brook? I'm a super fan of his, and I'm so fascinated by this that I can't sleep after 10 o'clock. Please give Cho all of my best. Sign, Poo Chan. Answer. Yes. This book contains both the first appearance of Cat Viper and Brook's song about him. Go ahead and search on YouTube for Nekomamashi song and watch the video. It's sung by Cho, Brook's actor. The melody and lyrics were penned by Choko, his wife. He just happened to have sung this song years ago, and I liked it so much that I asked him, can I have Brook sing this song? With their permission, the Cat Viper has taken life in the manga, although his style is a bit different due to story reasons. I can't wait to hear Brook sing this in the anime, and it's still good. Question. Hello, Oda-sensei! I have counted up the number of times each of the Straw Hats have delivered a verbal smackdown on someone else and ranked them in order. Usopp, ranked number 1, delivered the smackdown at least 458 times. Nami, 295 times. Zoro, 263 times. Sanji, 246 times. Chopper, 129 times. Luffy, 112 times. Frankie, 92 times. Robin, 16 times. Brook, 15 times. Bonus is Buggy at 57 and Vivi at 40. I covered from volume 1 to volume 80. It took me a month and a half. Signed, Oda-sensei loves big boobs. Answer! Wow, you must be bored. What? Okay, put down 1 for me. I can't believe you counted these up. Thank you. This is really interesting. I'm surprised how high Zoro ranked. So am I. Chapter 815, Take Me With You. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 9, Kingdom of Alabasta. As Vivi and Karoo are looking at the papers of Luffy's exploits.
What do you mean, family of killers?
Do you know the name Germa 66, also called the Warmongers?
What are you talking about? Germa 66 isn't real. It's an imaginary evil army. This is preposterous.
No, 66 is real. And standing atop the organization is the Vinsmoke family. Their boss is Blackleg's old man.
Huh?
Please believe me, I never meant to hide anything from you.
Well, I don't know what that means, but I also don't care.
Ghetto! You got the right idea.
What we want to know is if he's coming back or not. If he's getting married, that's fine. But I don't want that to cause us to be Big Mom's followers, so if that happens, you guys work for me.
What?
Luffy's the type of individual that really doesn't think of hierarchy or anything of that matter. If Sanji gets married, then all of you work for me. He does not understand how hierarchy works. Except that I'm the captain. If you're friends with me, then I get to tell you what to do. Basically. If you get married to Sanji, then anyone affiliated with Sanji, they got to do what I tell them.
What?
If that happens, you guys work for me!
What?
Peckham's?
You're so funny, Luffy.
Shut your saucy mouth, kid. I will ruin you. Savior or not, you can't get too full of yourself. Mama is an empress of the sea. One of the 4 emperors.
Yeah?
Oh, that hurts.
Wow, your eyes are really cute! Because Peckham's has very beady eyes.
Silence! Well, in any case, there's no escaping from the wedding.
Why?
Just as you saw with Blackleg leaving, Mama's tea party invitations are impossible to ignore. If he turns her down, within days he'll be delivered a present. But it's a present for humiliating Mama. You won't like what's inside. The box will contain the head of someone close to the recipient. It could be the head of one of the Straw Hats, or someone from his restaurant back in the East Blue, or someone from the Kamabaka Queendom.
The fact that he's mentioning all these places that Sanji's been to. They know about Sanji being at Kamabaka with Ivankov and all the rest of the Okamas, and they also clearly know about Sanji being at the Baratier with Onozef, Patty, and all the other cooks. They already know the places Sanji has close ties to.
It could be one of the Straw Hats, could be the head of one of the Straw Hats, or someone from his restaurant back in the East Blue, or someone from the Kamabaka Queendom.
Hey, how come you know all that stuff?
Because this is true power, Straw Hat. When a person with overwhelming power threatens you, the future is set in stone. Who can resist it? That is the meaning of the Four Emperors. There is simply no other option.
So, that's why Sanji had no choice but to go.
But let me assure you of one thing, my saviors. You will not be placed beneath the influence of our crew. Kiddo!
Huh?
This is a political marriage. Mama always seals a deal with the new followers through blood. In other words, this wedding is a ritual that binds the Vinsmoke and Charlotte families by blood. It's not meant to draw your crew into her employ. Shall I put it in simpler terms? The moment the wedding is made official, Blackleg Sanji will cease to be your crewmate.
Who gets to decide that? Sanji's on my crew!
But before that, he is the son of Vinsmoke. Don't take it out on me. Get out!
Sanji's obviously going to refuse that wedding.
Right in the presence of Mama and the vicious Vinsmokes? Who's to say he'll live long enough after he says no?
What? Hey, Lion Viper, what are you gonna do now?
When I recover, I'll go back. That Veggie brat thinks he's killed me, but it ain't over between us.
Then again, the Baratier has Sanji's bounty poster after Eni's lobby. Yeah, but, it's one thing to have information about Sanji's whereabouts on the Baratier, but it's how they knew he was on the Kamabaka Queendom. They could have had someone there at Sabaody when Sanji managed to get back after the Okamas brought him back there, and they could have surmised it from there. But the information gathering on these individuals is pure insanity. Then take me with you!
Luffy?
I'm going alone, Nami. I'm going alone, Nami.
Huh?
Just like Robin and the others said, if we go as a group, it's like declaring war, and we don't have time for that stuff right now. If I go together with him, we might be able to sneak into the tea party and ruin the ceremony.
You kidding me? You want me to guide an enemy into our midst?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Goes Carrot.
It's not a game, Carrot.
Oh,
That settles it. I'll go get Chopper. You need to heal up.
You don't get to call the shots on you. Hey! Wait, Straw Hat!
Zoro, there you are. Were you listening to all of that? I was. I bet you're worried about Sanji, huh? Don't make me kick you. I told you to let that idiot go.
Hey, Luffy, Zoro, how's Beckham's?
Oh wait, this is Chopper.
hey, Luffy, Zoro, how's Beckham's?
Hey Chopper, he's in pain whacking his head on the wall and screaming about stuff. Hurry up and fix him.
What kind of symptoms are those? I'll check him out right away.
Yo-ho, so you got a Straw Hat Luffy. I've been hoping to see ya. What? Why are you following us?
What? Why are you following us? Go back to sleep.
Well, I just got better.
No, you haven't.
He's huge. So that's Cat Viper. He's a monster cat. Huh?
Got you of gratitude!
As Nekamamushi launches himself at both not only Luffy, but Zoro as well, slamming them into the wall. Well, it'd be more accurate to say that he might have slammed a hole into the wall.
Cat Viper spit out blood.
What's the big idea, Monster Cat? And Luffy, is just going along with it. Then we see Law.
What's going on here?
He doesn't have enough blood. Bring more blood, quick.
Yes, Dr. Chopper.
What's wrong, Chopper?
Get up, monster cat, so I can cut you to pieces.
Come on, he's hurt.
Hey, Treffy! Are those your crewmates?
That's right. I came to give you an introduction. This is my crew, 20 strong.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Straw Hat! The Heart Pirates with Jean Bart, Shachi, Penguin, and Beppo, and everyone else. Yo!
We need to talk.
The end? Disrespected! And it's like Luffy just goes, hi, and then just walks off with Law. Doesn't, like, reciprocate their big, grandiose, Ginyu Force style posing. They're literally posing like the Ginyu Force in the background. Disrespected!
We're being disrespected, Captain!
It's just an alliance. No one said you had to be friends. Blackleg went to Big Mom's?
Yeah.
How in the world did that happen?
That's the thing! I'm going to get him! So just wait on this whole fighting Kaido thing for a bit.
Hang in there, Cat Viper!
Waiting isn't the issue. It's only a matter of time before Kaido comes after us. We should have been able to hide here on Zou for a while, but now they know where we are. If they come back for us next and invade the island, then what becomes of this country?
Oh, they're so kind-hearted.
As all the minks are listening in on this conversation between Law and everyone else.
Got it, you! Are you gonna really pirates?
First you save us, then you worry for our sake. Thank you!
Huh?
Where did you get hurt, Beckhams? Well, whatever. It's a feast, then! Bring the drinks and snacks!
Why, Cat Viper? Why?
I'm all in! And then there's just a big old party. Just a big old party, and everyone's celebrating and having a good time. And then it shows everyone sleep. But the only people who are up are Brooke, Robin, and Frankie.
So it seems we adults must keep things under control. Yes, it's important for this country.
Yeah, we can't let the samurai in.
In any case, the Raizo they seek is not here. There is no point in coming in. And due to that very subject, a city 1,000 years old has fallen. They might be
grateful to us for saving them, but that does
not mean we can actually tell them we travel with samurai.
If they happen to find out that we were using this spot to meet up with Kinemon and Kanjiro, even those friendly minks are bound to snap on us. And I don't want to fight them after all of this. Let's just wait until the morning to ensure that Kinemon and Kanjiro do not enter the dukedom.
And then, the next morning.
Well, the dim light of approaching dawn. We have arrived! Indeed, we are here at last! It was a journey of many trials and travails, but no longer!
As Kinemon and Kanjiro and the little monkey have made their way, Barriere, have made their way to the top. And Brooke, Robin, and Frankie are all asleep.
Sir Luffy's crew must have been so worried about us, ashamed to trouble them so. They've been waiting so long. Thank you for your work, Torasaburo. Return to a painting.
And it's basically the way that Kinemon and Kanjiro got up Zunisha was through a crudely drawn tiger.
Now, monkey fellow, you have told us nothing yet. I only seek a warrior known as Raizo.
I don't know!
Hey, wait! Where are you going? Wait, monkey fellow, you must show us the way!
I gotta report at once! It's 8 bowling! It's bananas! It's samurai!
And that is the end of chapter 815. We have an SBS, and then we can move on to the final chapter of this volume. And then, only one more stream to go. Let's finish strong, everybody. Let's finish strong. Question. Please, Sensei, draw us a picture of Gambia's grandma back in the country. I bet she looks so nice and sweet. Sign, Aminchi. Answer. Here's grandma. Technically, she's not related to anyone in the Barto Club. The club is basically just a huge street gang that grew out of a group of old pals that ran wild in the sticks. Essentially, they got really obsessed with the Straw Hats, and then the rest of the best of them went out to sea. As for Grandma, she owned the local candy store that they used to hang out at, so they're all very fond of her. Her mind is packed full of folk remedies and wisdom, and she's always been a source of advice for them, given their lack of knowledge about the sea. Sometimes the advice is useful, sometimes not. Usually not. Question. Hello there. In the scene where these sailors are searching for weapons and bullets, is that one guy or searching for his rounds down there? Did he find them? Signed, Boss Kayaki. Have no fear, he found 2. That does it for the SBS. See you next volume. There's movie info and an explanation of the world of One Piece in the back. Check it out. Chapter 816, Dog vs. Cat. Decks of the World, 500 Million Man Arc, Volume 10, Water 7, you finally did it! As it shows, Iceberg, Polly, Lulu, Zambai, Kiwi, Mozu, Tilestone, Kokoro, everyone shocked to see Frankie's exploits.
Hey, we got trouble!
Hey, we got trouble! Somehow Kinemon's crew got up on top, and all 3 of us plopped right to sleep. The Mokumo Dukedom
Fell into ruin over this unfamiliar samurai named Raizo. If the samurai searching for Raizo should happen across the Minks, then surely disaster will result.
Let's hurry and stop the 2 samurai.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a bell.
Ding, 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 ding. That's Barriette's bell. It's an emergency! It's an emergency! Samurai are upon us! Samurai are among us!
A whole bunch of simian puns in Barriette's speech patterns. Right flank fortress.
Barriette is ringing the bell in town, Your Grace.
Yes, I am aware. We must leave for the city. Those mobile enough to walk, follow my lead.
Yes, Your Grace.
Quite a ruckus bell. Might it not be to alert others to the presence of visitors, to prepare a grand welcome for us? Quite possible. But according to what Sir Law said, it seems the man-hating type on Zou refers to the Minks after all. Has that been the rumor for the rest of the world all along, or only recently?
Father! Conjugal!
Momonosuke!
Conjugal! You are well after all!
Indeed. Sorry to worry you, but why are you alone? Where are Sir Luffy and his fellows? As a matter of fact, ever since coming here, I've been unable to be at ease.
As a matter of fact, ever since coming here, I have been unable to be at ease. So I have been lying and sleeping in my room alone.
Oh dear, what a plight!
Whale Forest.
What is it? Why am I running so early in the morning?
It's Kinemon. Who?
Conjugal! The whole city's in an uproar because 2 samurai have arrived.
Oh, another feast? I can handle some consecutive feasts, no problem.
Wrong! There's a score to settle!
That's no wonder they all nearly died over the false accusations of harboring a samurai. The cat viper just took all of his forces and headed for the big town.
No!
Kurao City.
Where are they?
We're looking. The whole dukedom's already in the city. And we have Pedro who leaps to the top of a building.
Can you see them, Pedro?
Boss, please pull back. Hurry!
What nonsense are you?
And around the corner comes Inuarashi, and they lock eyes.
Oh no, they just crossed paths!
No, boss, don't do it!
Stay calm, Your Grace!
It looks like there's a...
Whoa!
As it cuts to both Kinemon and Kanjuro getting bombarded by the Straw Hat crew and pushed to the ground, and then Momonosuke is being told shush by Nami.
Phew, that was a close one.
Made it just in time!
Don't take this the wrong way, you guys. You want to return to the Sunny right away.
How many years has it been, you monster cat? You look even more monstrous than before.
And you gotta have one less leg than I remember.
What do we do? Someone stop them!
Bring me Raizo. He must be here.
As the memories of that whole torture and execution was going on.
He is not. How many times must I tell you?
As Jack is seen stabbing into Inuarashi.
Either I sever this leg, or you tell me where the samurai is. Shall we find out which comes first, King of Dogs? then it seems that my leg will not be spared.
And then there's a cry of pain.
So you got a lost a paw too, eh? You're no good in a fight anymore, though it hasn't stopped your ability to eat lasagna, I see.
Ah! I can't tell you about someone who ain't here. What would Wano people be doing here anyway? You spread your gas and only harm those warriors who are weakened. You garbage excuses for soldiers!
Oh crap! He's trying to rip the chains off!
Is the gas even working? Make it so he can't use his arms. That's right. Do it to me, I dare ya! Don't waste your time on the people here! Turn your spears on me instead! Show me your worst, and I'll show you just how flimsy those little sticks are!
As it shows Nekomamushi then getting stabbed. Well, presumably getting stabbed by all these spears, and then there's just like sound effects of those spears entering flesh. And then we get back to the present.
It's a shame you got away with just one missing leg. I wouldn't have mind if you died after all. One king's all this land really needs.
Stop it! Stop that, you two!
Then let us
send one to the afterlife.
You gonna die, you mutt!
Dog and cat.
No! Stop!
And it shows Nekomamushi and Inuarashi clashing with one another. And many minks are being tossed to the side. Cease this squabble!
No, you idiot! Why are you shouting?
Huh? Is that a samurai?
See? They spotted you! Run away, Kinemon! They'll kill you!
And then both Nekomamushi and Inuarashi immediately look at the direction of Kinemon.
Let go of me, please!
Not that too! What are you thinking? Not you too! What are you thinking? Kanjiro! Momo! Stay back! Flee at once! Cat Viper! Dog Star, please wait! They mean you no ill will! I swear!
Welcome back, Sir Cashdalot. We're almost done with his chapter. People of Zou, I am a servant of the Kozuki clan. My name is Kinemon. I am here in search of my compatriot Raizo. Has he come to your land?
I told you! It's because he's not here that this place fell into ruin!
And as it shows Nekomamushi and Inuarashi walking towards Raizo and Kinemon, they both plop down in front of him.
How long we have awaited you. I swear to God, I know no Raizo. If such a man is here, I will cut my belly.
But Inuarashi and Nekomamushi sit down in front of Kinemon and Kanjiro and Momonosuke with tears in their eyes as they proclaim,
Raizo is alive and well.
much to the utter shock of all of the Straw Hat crew. Everyone is surprised. Even Zoro's surprised. Knowing what they know of what happened to every single one of the minks, for them to acknowledge that Raizo has in fact been there, is alive and well. They suffered so much under the hands of Jack, and then for them to be this way in front of Kinemon and the rest of them, it is mind-boggling. And even Luffy's taken aback by this. So Raizo is well. I am glad. And Inuarashi smiles.
Hey, wait! Hang on! Raizo is here and has been all along, and you all knew?
And all of the minks are just smiling in agreement.
But all of you are about to die! A city a millennium old collapsed into ruin!
Sorry to have kept it a secret from you, Gara. Since long in the past, we have been like brothers to the Kozuki clan of Wano. No matter what shall befall us, we would never sell a comrade to an enemy.
And Luffy, seeing just how genuine the minks are, smiles as we bring this entire volume to an end. Now, real quick, we have One Piece Understand the Course of Adventure, One Piece World Guide. You want an explanation of the 4 seas and the Grand Line that Luffy's crew has been sailing? Look no further. The Red Line and Grand Line split the water into 4 seas. Red Line, the enormous continent that cuts the sea, is Season 2. At its peak, it pierces the clouds, making it difficult terrain to cross by land. The perpendicular paths of the Grand Line and Red Line intersect in a way that splits the world into 4 major seas. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and Usopp are from the East Blue. Sanji is from the North Blue. Brook and Robin are from the West Blue. Frankie is from the South Blue. And Chopper is from the Grand Line. The Grand Line! Travel through the Grand Line using a log post, a special stretch of sea that roams across all 4 seas around the world, bordered by the calm belt on either side. It features baffling currents and weather patterns. Navigation is impossible without a log post. The calm belts that border the Grand Line are home to Neptunians. They're impossible to cross without equipment like the Navy Sea Prism Stone Line ships. We have 11 chapters tomorrow? Oh yeah. A cheat sheet guide to the Straw Hats' travels. We set sail from Windmill Village in the East Blue. Luffy's crew is on the way to Raftel. The journey from Reverse Mountain to Fishman Island puts them all about half of the way to their goal. Zoro joins at Shell's Town. Once freed, Zoro's on board. Usopp joins at Syrup Village. He brings the Merry Go with him. Sanji joins at Baratier. Sanji comes after the battle here. Nami's officially in Kokoyashi. The defeat of Arlong frees Nami at last. Cross Reverse Mountain to the Grand Line. This is where the Grand Line voyage begins. Then Chopper joins at Drum Kingdom, inviting Chopper the Dr. Reindeer. Robin joins at Alabasta. Crocodile's former partner switches sides. Frankie joins at Water 7. The shipwright comes along with the Sunny. Brook joins at the Florian Triangle, once his shadow is back from Thriller Bark. And on to the New World, powered up after 2 years and ready for Fishman Island. And that is it. That's pretty much the travels. The Luffy and the crew thus far. We are done with volume 81, ladies and gentlemen. The final read-through stream for my One Piece series begins tomorrow. My last One Piece read-through stream. It has been 3 whole months since I've done this series. Every day except for Sundays and that one Saturday at the end of near the end of July, I've been doing this, reading every single volume of One Piece. It has been a phenomenal journey. I want to thank every person who's joined with me. Let's finish on a high note, the highest of notes. This has been a long endeavor, but this is something that has been on my mind for years, but I never got around to it. I just want to say, let's go. Let's go. I'm about to do it. And then I will have every chapter of One Piece on this channel of me reading it and reacting to it. Every single one. It's amazing. What started out as like, we're on volume 1, we got 81 more days to go. Now it's down to just, we only have tomorrow now. It's been, man. I'm happy right now. I really am. It's all that I've done. All the people who've watched, whether it was just like a couple of people per stream or people who have been watching over time, I just want to say thank you for joining me on this long journey. I'll give my final words about my entire experience reading One Piece from the very beginning all the way up until, well, tomorrow's chapter. One Punch Man scan is out, so be careful. Don't worry, I'll blacklist it. But it's been a phenomenal journey getting to the last volume that I have to read, and I just want to say thank you. We're almost done. I'm not going to keep you here any longer than I already have, because I got an errand to run, and I need to go out and take care of that. But to everyone right here, right now, all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please, if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. Let's finish this bad boy strong tomorrow.